Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with Herbally Hip Tarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? Let's put on my readers. This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say is allegedly. Okay. All right, you guys, what we've been talking about, we're going to continue on that whole thing, okay? What we talked about. If you didn't see my first video of the day, I would go back and watch that because it's a good video, I think. Okay, so what we're going to cover here is our current news stations a part of the old paradigm that is going to fall? And you can already see it right now. We're going to do a reading on it, but you can already see it. Look at all of, okay, look at us. Look at card readers, okay? Look at psychics. Look at card readers, psychics, empaths, independent news, and a lot of them are coming around now. Some of them have kind of been a little stuck, but a lot of them, there are some that have come around to like really get into the nitty gritty, okay? Independent news though, just YouTube channels talking about what's going on. All that people have started shifting away from the news, the regular news, to YouTube, to all of us for the news. So that paradigm shift is already happening. But let's read the cards and see what they have to say about it. The other thing we want to do is the muskrat being used. The muskrat and the orange menace. Are they being used to tear down the old paradigm for the new paradigm to emerge, which is the age of Aquarius, okay? So is our current news station a part of the old paradigm that's going to fall? Spirit, should I use what lies beneath cards for that reading? No. Okay. So let's see which ones I should use. Should I? It's not really a crime. Let me ask if I should use that. Spirit, for this next reading here that I just mentioned, should I use true crime oracle cards? Okay, no. So we're not using those either. I didn't think I would be using these because it's not really, they're not crimes we're talking about. Well, kind of, when it comes to the second question. All right, let me see if I should use the N2 Tarot. Spirit, for that reading, should I use, for the is our current news station a part of the old paradigm that is going to fall? Should I use the N2 Tarot for that reading? Okay, it says yes. Okay, also, okay, let's just handle one thing at a time. So I'm using the N2 Tarot. All right, this is a big, look how many cards there are. So let me divide this in half and shuffle them that way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I had a whole bunch pop out, so we'll let those go. Spirit, is our current news station a part of the old paradigm that will fall? One, 2. Spirit, is our news stations of today a part of the old paradigm that is going to fall? Another card that came out, okay. 3. What's on the bottom? King of Coins is on the bottom. We'll read about that in a second. Let me go ahead and all of these, this card was just popped up this way, so I'm just letting that one be the first one, and all these popped out. So we're just going to lay them out the way that they came out. So is the news we know, the news stations we know today, is that it part of the old paradigm? First card is King of Swords, Ultimate Provider. Okay. Let me get my... Strong sense of self-worth, financially stable, hardworking, dependable, successful, grounded, abundant, stable. I feel like this is describing the people of today. Readers, psychics, independent news, etc. Ultimate provider, strong sense of self-worth, financial stable, hardworking, dependable, successful, grounded, abundant, secure, and stable. Three of Swords, overcoming sorrow. Reconciliation, letting go, healing, release, forgiveness, feeling hopeful and optimistic, and recovery. Okay. That's, for me, is supporting the first card, the King of Coins. 10 of Coins, the love of money. Old money, married for money, bankrupt, contracts, inherited, family feud, money concerns, financial gains or losses. Tens of Coins, old money, married for money. See, to me, what it's saying right now is that the Three of Swords and also the King of Coins is really describing the new way of being, okay? And this is describing the old way of being. Old money, married for money, bankrupt, contracts, inherited. That bankrupt, that really tells you that that is the way that the news is heading toward, okay? Family feuds, money concerns, financial gains or losses. And we already hear that already in the news about a lot of different news stations, that they're having problems because people are not watching them anymore like they were, because they're not doing their job. Lunar eclipse. They're more concerned about the money than they are about really telling us what's going on. If they were really telling us what's going on instead of concerned about the bottom line, they'd be more successful. And if you notice this, there's been a certain amount of people, and I think they're going to be highly successful. Don Lemon, he left. He got fired and left and decided, okay, I'm not dealing with these anymore. I'm doing my own thing. And he's having a great success. Acostas, I think he's going to be very, very successful. He left. Like, I'm not standing here anymore on CNN and telling lies. Lunar eclipse, deep emotional cleanse. Timing, about 3 months. Subconscious revealed, new emotional cycle. Seeing clearly, divine endings. Divine aid endings. Look at that, new emotional cycle, seeing clearly. That is describing us, people. We're seeing clearly that, like, these news stations are not it, okay? And that's why we're looking for other things to get the news and to get an understanding. King of Wands, natural born leader, get things going, entrepreneurs, charismatic, free thinkers, successful, passionate, visionary, creative. That is what everyone who's giving you the news today, this is what they're following, okay? Unlike the news on TV. Ace of Wands, a passionate start. New passions for love, life, attraction, go for it. Ignite, desire, aphrodisiac, engagement, chemistry, fertility. I'm sorry, I didn't show you the King of Wands. Okay. That was the one that says get things done, entrepreneur, charismatic, free thinker, successful, passionate, visionary, creative, savvy. Like I said, that's describing all of the ways that people are giving you your news now. And Ace of Wands, a passionate start. New passions for love, life, attraction, go for it. Ignite, desire, aphrodisiac, engagement, chemistry, fertility. And that is what's describing, again, both these cards are describing where people are going for their news now. Okay? Knights of Wands in the reverse. Reckless show-off, daredevil, volatile, arrogant, unpredictable, holds a grudge, hyperactive, hasty, and jealous. That describes the news today, okay? And which is why people do not want to watch the news. Why they've gone to other things. So as you can see, the age of Aquarius, we're already starting to see the new world, right? The new change. And it's happening right in front of us. Two of Cups, unhealthy attachment in the reverse. Rescuing, caretaking, enabling, clinging, seeking approval, and codependency. This describes the news station to the hilt. They are so codependent on this president, okay? And that is why they are failing. They have bent a knee to this president, even MSNBC, because they're not even, none of them are talking about the fact that this fool admitted that he cheated on this election. All the evidence has come out. For one, it doesn't even seem right from the beginning. We're all like, what? How are we knowing who the president is in about 3 or 4 hours? And how did all 7 states go his way when all he's ever gotten was 30%? Okay, now we have statisticians who are coming out going, no, this is not the way it is. She got the 70%. He's got his damn same 30%. So, the Two of Cups, unhealthy attachments, rescuing, caretaking, enabling, clinging, seeking approval. They're always trying to seek approval from this president. And they're so codependent. And that is why they are sinking. The Tower, a narrow escape. In the reverse. So it's the Tower card in reverse. Disaster averted, near miss, resisting change, stall delaying the inevitable. So, just this is the Tower moment right here. This is what's going to happen to the news, these news stations. They're going for a Tower moment. And we can already see it happening, like I said. 10 of Wands, lay your burden down. In the reverse. Readjust, release, reduce, get your priorities straight, delegate responsibility, and prioritize. And that's a message to all of us, okay? Readjust. We are going through an adjustment right now to get to the age of Aquarius. You need to release, reduce, get your priorities straight, delegate responsibilities, and prioritize. You do all those type of things while we're going through this change. This is exactly what the news stations are not doing. They're not readjusting. They're not releasing. They're not reducing. They're not getting their priorities straight. They're not delegating responsibilities. They're not prioritizing. And that's why they're going to go down. Great read. And now it's also a message for all of us. Make sure that you are staying in the light, staying in love, staying in inclusion. Manifest what you want in this life. Okay? All those type of things, you're going to fit beautifully into this new world, the world of Aquarius. Okay? All right. So let's read now about, is the muskrat being used by the universe, okay? To tear down the old, is the muskrat and the orange menace being used to tear down the old paradigm for the new paradigm to emerge, okay? Let me ask what cards I should use. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, should I use the Into Tarot for this this next reading I'm supposed to do? No. Okay. I love having my tarot cards, my spirit guides, pick what cards I use. Hasn't failed me yet. They won't. They're my spirit guides. Okay. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, for this reading, should I use What Lies Beneath? Yes. Okay. So, we're going to use What Lies Beneath. Divide in half. Oh, look, it fell out. Oh, the last time that card I picked that card, we had a lot. It had a lot to say about the muskrat. Isn't that weird? When we talk about the muskrat, the sex shop comes out. I did a reading yesterday where it says that the muskrat is holding information about Epstein over a lot of Republicans and some Democrats' heads, which is why the Republican Party as a whole just bows to the Orange Menace. Spirit, is the muskrat being used to tear down, is the muskrat and the Orange Menace being used to tear down the old paradigm? Because what they're doing is tearing things down, right? Well, the old paradigm needs to be torn down anyway. So I got a download that you need to find out, are they being used to tear it down? So that was a download that I got. Spirit, is the muskrat and the Orange Menace being used to tear down this old paradigm so that we can experience the age of Aquarius? Okay. So anyway, that sex shop thing, that card is a trip. Whenever I'm talking about that muskrat, that card comes up. Or what's on the bottom? I won't say this word because some people really don't like it. For me, it's one of my favorite words. Tell you the truth. But I won't say the word. What is that? Okay. Knowing they effed up. Knowing they effed up. Is the muskrat and the Orange Menace being used to tear down the old paradigm for the new paradigm to emerge? Knowing they effed up. So, it answers right there. Yeah, they're being used for this. What does the sex shop have to do with it? Let's find out. Yeah, it just came to me. Okay, these readings are starting to go into each other because the reading that I read yesterday about the sex shop and the promiscuous card had to do with the reading from before that, okay? Yes. It's not just the Orange Menace and Muskrat that are being used. The whole Republican Party is being used. Okay? Because part of that paradigm that needs to be torn down is this sex shop, which is Epstein and all his crap on that island, and which we've gotten so far. Have I said this is entertainment purposes only and everything we say here is allegedly? I don't know if I did or not, but I just did right now. That paradigm's coming down too. The using of women and children sexually is being torn down. It's a part of this whole paradigm, which is absolutely disgusting. I didn't know where that sex shop was coming in this whole thing, but my spirit guides, they pointed it to me real quick. Love story. Once upon a time. This, yes, is the answer too. They effed up is like, yeah. Them tearing everything down, they're being used. Because we're going into this. Them being torn, you tearing everything down is so we can have a love story. Okay? Once upon a time. I hate nothing about you. This might be, again, a part of the love story, a part of Aquarius. Because the age of Aquarius is about love. And it's about, I hate nothing about you. It's about love, and it's about accepting people. Okay. Doing drugs. This is just more of the old paradigm that's going to be coming down. Doing drugs. Sex shop. Just all this disgusting stuff is coming down. Because the new paradigm is coming, okay? Right above it is the love story, but already knowing the tea. So the age of us knowing the tea, which is our intuition, okay? Everyone is going to be with more love and already knowing the tea, using their intuition, okay? And maybe taking a step further, using their intuition, listening to their spirit guides. And in my opinion, your intuition is nothing but you listening to your spirit guides. Becoming a card reader, becoming a psychic, okay? Now, some of us aren't going to go towards that. That's not our path. But using your intuition is, everybody can use their intuition, okay? Already knowing the tea. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours, love is a battlefield. Fighting for what you love. If that's not using those two in the Republican Party, because that's what we're doing right now. We're fighting for what we love. This is the transition we're going through, okay? So while they're tearing everything down, we're fighting for what we love, okay? Claiming what's yours and love is a battlefield. Okay, love is a battlefield. I have to go back to this. That describes the transition. Love is a battlefield, and right now we're in a battlefield, okay? That's the transition. Running away. That is what the people who want all these drugs, sex shops, all the horrible things, they're going to want to run away. Pregnancy test. Unsure, pregnancy scare, positive, negative. Okay, this is what's going to happen to them, because look at, they're going to want to run away. They are going to be unsure, negative. They're going to be scared, okay? Because they don't recognize this new world, okay? Of love. They don't recognize love story, okay? All they know is sex shop and doing drugs, okay? Okay, and the last card we have is Bugaboo. The cause of fear and worry. Yeah, they do this, okay? They cause fear and they cause worry. But as we can see in this reading, this is not going to be, they're not going to have this power anymore, okay? The causing of fear and worry, the sex shops, the drugs, okay? The Age of Aquarius is coming in. The love story is coming in. Already knowing the tea, us using our intuition, fighting for what we love. We don't hate nothing about you, which means love and acceptance, okay? And in the end, okay, they're going to be unsure, negative, okay? Unsure and negative. they're going to know they effed up, and they're going to run away. Okay? So, this is telling me, yes, they're all being used. Okay? And the Republican Party, especially the men that are in charge, the senators and stuff, yeah, this right here is about to fall. The information that we're going to get when this falls, and this right here, I think is a big part. This is, from the reading I did yesterday, a big part of the control that the Orange Menace and Muskrat have over the Republican Party. The men who have the power. The House and the Senate. This is why they make their decisions, because of that island. And they don't want to be exposed. If you didn't see that reading, go look at that reading yesterday. That was a good reading. It gave us a lot of information. Okay, that's it for this one. This was good. This was a good reading. A lot of good information, I think. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave below. Any comments, questions, or anything you want me to read on, leave it below. And I think that's it for this one. I have one more video coming. It's a good one too, okay? I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. Love, peace, and happiness.